Hi there. Welcome to a very, very special edition of Happenings at the Castle. I'm your host, Jack Woods, today, and with me, it is such a pleasure to have you here in the studio, Dr. Lori White, the president of DePauw University. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Jack. So glad to be here.
Oh my God!
I was so excited I couldn't even talk.
No, this is great. This is great, and we are 6 feet apart, and we have both been vaccinated. And we would like to remind everybody that we still have to follow COVID protocols. So I am so nervous. My voice is shaking right now. Oh, I say the wrong thing and I'm out of here. So let's just get right into it. You know, you're the president of DePauw University, and when you tell people that, like when you go down to Moores or something, and you say that, and they're like, "Oh my God, I love Chicago," and you're like, I'm DePauw, not DePaul.
Yes.
Is that like disappointing? Had to say that?
Well, I'll tell you, the university where I was previously, I was at Washington University in St. Louis and had the same challenge. So when you say Washington University in St. Louis, they hear University of Washington, George Washington University. So I'm used to having to say where it is that I'm from, and it just gives me several opportunities to emphasize DePauw.
Right, right. And, you know, you're a doctor.
I can't heal anybody, though.
Well, we've both been vaccinated, so do you have like a few spare ones for a couple buddies of mine? Like, you know, we're trying to raise the social scene up here.
Right. I do not, but I really encourage everybody to get vaccinated as soon as they're eligible. And we have approval from the state of Indiana for DePauw to be a vaccination site. We're just waiting for vaccines.
Get vaccinated. All right. So took a student survey before we had this interview, had to prepare a little bit. Some students are not really feeling the gold anymore. Do you have any like other colors you were wanting to change, maybe like find the red within or something?
Right, I am laughing because as you know, Jack, I had what I thought was a great idea to switch our commencement robes from black to gold. And the reason for that is the other places where I've been, the commencement robes have been in one of the school colors. But I read the change.org petition and folks said we don't want to look like Big Bird at graduation. So we're sticking with black for commencement robes, and I kind of like gold because I look good in gold. And so if students are interested in changing our school colors, let's have another change.org petition.
I really hope you didn't check all of the signatures on that.
I thought it was great. It's giving me some great material for my commencement speech.
All right, so I gave you a wreath that my mom made for me. It's a DePauw wreath because I'm a suck-up.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but you said it for me.
Well, is it all right if I like put best friends with Lori White in my Instagram bio?
You go ahead. Other students have.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say that exactly, but you know, in the 40 years that I've worked in higher ed, I've certainly established really good relationships with my students. And as I said to you earlier, I don't have children, so I'm hoping that one of you will come and visit me so that I'm not an old lady in a park bench by myself.
Count me in. Count me in. I
good.
swear.
T3 TV. Watch, engage, create.
Tune in to 91.5 WGRE, your sound alternative.
You know, I'm a big fan of the John Wick films, and John Wick 4 is coming up soon. Who would you rather see in that film, Zendaya or Helen Mirren?
So I had to laugh because I've never seen a John Wick film in my life.
Ah.
So I'll just say Halle Berry.
She was already in one.
Well, then she could be in another one.
Oh, that's great. No,
How about Meghan Markle then?
More. Well, all right. So I was the president of my freshman class in high school, right? So I think we understand each other on, let's say, an executive level. Do you have like a group of advisors, like a team that kind of follows you around, or is it more like a Caesar Brutus situation?
So I definitely have a team of advisors. I wouldn't say that they follow me around, but they're folks that I have on speed dial, just in case I need some advice.
I got you. Well, I hope you don't have a Brutus amongst your crew.
Definitely do not. No Brutus.
Top 3 TV shows. What are you watching these days?
So college basketball.
Of course.
It is March Madness, and I'm a Pac-12 girl. So right now the Pac-12 is undefeated. So
Absolutely.
those folks who are Big Ten fans, so sorry for you. Iowa just went down today. And then I love watching Special Victims Unit. So I'm always
Oh, wow, yeah.
interested in understanding what makes people commit these horrible crimes, and of course really thankful that they have elevated understanding about sexual assault and encouraging people to come forward. So that's another one of my favorite shows. And then if it's the fall, I'm probably watching college football.
Yeah, and who are you cheering for specifically?
So I cheer for
Obviously, the DePauw football team.
absolutely. Always going to cheer for DePauw. I'll still cheer for WashU. I'll cheer for the Ponies of SMU because I used to work there too. And then I'll cheer for my alma maters for UC Berkeley, otherwise known as Cal, and Stanford.
Okay, which character would you say you are, and which character would you say she is?
Oh my goodness. So now I can't remember all the characters' names. There was Ross,
There was Kramer.
Kramer.
There was Jerry.
Okay, no, that's Seinfeld.
I think. Are we on this?
Yeah, you said Friends. Now you're talking about Seinfeld. I am not Elaine. I can dance better than she can.
Which class would you take if you were a student here?
Oh, wow. I would probably take, let's see, I've never taken a computer science class. So Dave Burke is the vice president for academic affairs and works on my team, so I'd probably take his class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't check my transcript right now. I'm not exactly doing very well. Am I supposed to talk to you about all the Army recruitment emails I've been getting?
Oh, that's hilarious. So, serving your country is a great thing to do, Jack. So, that might be in your horizon.
Oh my. Is it safe to say I'm expelled after this interview?
Definitely not expelled. Take a long time for you to get expelled.
Well, folks, this has been an absolute pleasure. I want to thank our guest, Dr. Lori Wright, once again. Thank you so much for coming on. It has been such a great time.
Thank you, Jack. Really, really had a good time.
All right, and we would once again like to remind you to get vaccinated so that we can have 6 feet apart conversations.
And mask up.
Mask up, and we will see you next time on another episode of Happenings at the Castle.
Go.